I'm gonna get to make a video just like the cop car did, because my rear view mirror has fallen. I have never had that happen in almost 40 years of driving, so very odd. I'm gonna tackle putting back on the rear view mirror. Special shout out to the cop car who has gone through this before me, and did watch this video, so learned a couple things. I realize I've taught y'all a lot of things, but there are things I don't know and I learned from y'all, so it's a win-win when we can do this sort of thing. First thing I did was mark where the mirror was mounted before. You could still kind of see the impression on the glass. So I'm going to clean the inside of the glass and that'll go away. So I put the tape there to mark it. And to put your mirror back on, I think you really need to go with something like this. I looked at some other channels trying to attach it with just Krazy Glue or whatever, and they seem to just have very temporary results doing that. So I'm going to go with this, and I've got some rubbing alcohol to clean the inside glass with. So the big question I have for myself, and we're going to find out probably today, is do you have to put it right back there, or can you mount it maybe up here? And here's why. When it's there, there's a big gap above it, and typically an hour before sunset, that sun comes right through there and it's just very blinding. So I'm wondering if I mount it up higher, if that would eliminate at least some of that sun glare. So I'm really honestly debating on mounting it basically center of where all that, I'll call that tint, but basically right there. Seems like that might be a better location for a civilian unit that's not running police lights up here, which obviously would block the sunlight, or maybe they may have had a camera system there instead of lights, I don't know. I didn't get to see this car when it was in service, but interestingly enough, I'm friends with at least 2 of the officers that drove it while it was in service. You've got to get this very clean, so I scraped it with a razor blade to get all the glue off, and then cleaned it with lacquer thinner. Acetone would probably work as well, and then I'll also clean it with some alcohol before we finish. Getting it off of here was a little more challenging. It doesn't look like they want you to be able to take that off of there, except when it's off of the vehicle. So basically, I just had to pop a screwdriver in there and pop it out. This is like a metal spring that snaps around, and so it doesn't really appear that there's a user-friendly way to remove that piece with it on the vehicle, which is interesting because most cars you can at least, you know, separate these 2 pieces while on the car. But maybe there is a way. Somebody tell me in the comments, short of just popping a screwdriver in there and forcing it out. It says to do it between 50 degrees and 75 degrees. Basically take this packet, open it up, clean the windshield with it, let it set up for a minute, and put a drop of glue from here on the mirror button, stick it to the glass and let it, and hold it basically for a minute so that it sets up. It says very specifically do not wipe this on the button and do not put the glue on the glass. So glass only, button only. Okay, we peel and separate the packet, but leave it attached. Clean. Start the timer. We'll go for 2 minutes to let it dry. I have the button. This one's got to go for 1 minute. Okay, that's 1 minute. And it feels like it's on there. I don't want to pull on it too much. I'm going to let it sit for as long as possible.